Alright, hello. I wanted to show you a technique that I didn't show in class. So here we have the trinomial 2x squared plus 9x minus 5. Now in class I showed you to pull the different things that multiply to negative 5 and then see if they add up. Multiply 2 times negative 5 and see if anything adds up to 9 of those factors. Well, instead what I wanted to do was just to say, alright, we'll do similar to the x game. I want two numbers that multiply to negative 5, and then I want two numbers that add up to 9, but I'm going to do one thing different. And that is multiply one of the two numbers by 2. And this is the a value is multiplied by one of them. So I'm multiplying the 2 by one of the numbers. These could be in any order. So let's think about the numbers that multiply to negative 5. So I have negative 1 times 5, negative 5 times 1. That's it. I can't do anything both positive because I need at least one negative number to multiply to negative 5. Okay, now let's think about what can go in here. So I'll wait till the end to plug in all the numbers. So now I have 9, and I can multiply 2 times negative 1, or 2 times 5. I can also do 2 times negative 5, or 2 times 1. So this is where you have to kind of stop and think, I have a positive 9, so if I multiply this negative 5 times 2, I'm getting a really big negative number. So instead I want to look at these two here, so I'll cross these out. I'll look at these two here, but which one should I multiply by 2? Should I multiply the negative 1, or should I multiply the 5? And I'm going to write negative 1 over here in parentheses, just to kind of keep myself thinking. It's adding the two numbers, but this one's negative. Alright, so 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus 5. 2 times 5, 10, and then just minus 1. Adding a negative number is the same as subtraction. So negative 2 plus 5, that's 3. 10 minus 1 is 9. Okay, so we have a winner. This situation right here. So if I multiply 2 times 5 plus negative 1, I get 9. And I can do 5 times negative 1, and it gives me negative 5. Alright, so what I'll have to do is to write my factors. I'm going to... let me get a pencil. There we go. I'm going to write my factors out, and I'm going to populate the x term. So think about it, 2x squared, I'm going to multiply 2x times x. So I'm going to write my factors out like this, kind of get those ready. Now the question is, where does the 5 and the negative 1 go? And here's the key. So if I multiply the 2 times the 5, that's this situation right here. Or in our box method where it was the bottom of the column or the side of the column. So I'm going to do plus 5. So that's the key, is to know where do I put the 5. Whatever you multiply by the 2 or the a term, put it on the end of the second term. Now the first term, the first factor, I'm going to subtract the 1. Alright, so type your answer in. Alright, now I'm going to go through another example and just show you the steps again. So I have 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. So I want two numbers that when I multiply them, I get 1. And then two numbers that when I add them, I get 4. However, I'm going to take this 3 and multiply it by the first number. So with 1, it's actually really simple. What are the two numbers that multiply to 1? It's only 2. 1 times 1. And again, it's going to not make any changes here because they're not negative. They're identical, 1 and 1. Okay, so if I see 3 times 1 plus 1, well, that does equal 4. So again, this is the part that I want you to take slow and think about. I want to write out my 3x and x. So I'm picking the x from the 3x, and then the x multiplies to x squared. So these multiply to x squared. Now I have the same numbers, but in general, if this was different, I want to look at this term first, and this should go, the number here should go at the end of my second factor. And then this term would go at the end of my first factor. And then type it in.